a team sport. So what I'm going to teach you is how to build trust with all the resources you have internally so that you can work bigger and better deals more effectively, cover more ground, which is going to help you make more money and close more deals. So I'm going to teach you the 3 steps to build trust internally, easy wins that you can take action against today, and my favorite super secret way to get people loving on you. Now, just a quick recap. I have previous videos around this. This is all around leverage. If you can have enough leverage, you can cover more ground. You only get so many hours of the day. So if you can get resources working on your accounts, even when you're not doing it, that's multiplying your time, which is so powerful. And in a previous video, I broke down all of these resources, the level 1 resources, as well as the level 2 resources, who they are and what they do. So check out that video if you want a deeper dive. But this is just letting you know you have a lot of resources at your disposal. But the most important question is, do they trust you? And most times the answer is no. And what we want to do in this video is get you understanding how to build that trust methodically, quickly, so you can win more. So step 1, be direct. Sounds simple, but be clear with them on what you want to get out of the relationship. What's it going to be like working with you? What do you want from them? That by setting the stage up front, it's just going to make the relationship better. So be upfront on what you want to get out of the relationship and how you want to work together quickly and effectively, and get clear from them of how they want to work with you quickly and effectively. Step 2, ask what matters. This sounds crazy, but most reps don't ask this question. You have these resources that are all here to help you, but what matters to them? What is their quota? Do you know what metrics or KPIs they're held accountable to? Do you know their compensation structure? This sounds crazy, but one of the things I always do with my counterparts is I ask them, hey, how do you get paid? Sounds simple. I'm not asking how much you get paid, but I want to know what moves the needle for you, because that's how I can help you. Do you care about recognition? Is that important to you? Or what does it take to give recognition for your peers? Do you care about getting coaching? If I'm a veteran and you're more junior, is that something that's going to be valuable for you? Are you gunning for promotion? If I can understand where your head's at, what you're thinking about, I can better align with you and help you get there. Which leads me to step 3. Once you know what they care about, actually take steps to help them. You're going to be selfless in order to be selfish. So what I want you to do is set aside 1 to 2 hours every week. Once you know what your peers and coworkers care about, your resources, to help them. Be selfless. If you can help them get to their goals, coaching them, helping tee them up in their accounts, doing research, strategy, whatever it is, you're going to get them loving on you and build a lot of trust. Because if you think about shared resources, many times they're just getting pulled, gimme from all the people around them. And if you're the one person that said, hey, I'm not asking for anything, how can I help you? And you actually deliver on that, think about what that's going to do for their perception of you and their mind. So then down the line, when you do have an ask, which you will, they're going to be much more likely to prioritize your asks over the other ones that they're getting. Really important. So be selfless to be selfish. So let me break down some easy tactical wins that you can build with. Number 1 is your core team, 7 easy wins. Manager, be a low maintenance employee. Don't complain. Do what's asked of you, right? If you need to update the CRM, do it, right? I can't tell you as a sales leader how frustrating it was having to remind my reps to do things that over and over again that I know is 100% in their control. And all it did is make me want to coach them less. Because if you're not doing the things that are 100% in your control, why should I help up level you? Because the energy that I'm putting into coaching you isn't working already. So be a low maintenance employee. I can't tell you how far that'll go with building a relationship with your manager. Number 2, SDRs, BDRs. If you have them, coach them. One of the things I do with my SDR every time I got one is I said, look, my job is to help you prepare for the next level, because 9 times out of 10, they want to be an AE. So if you're an AE, your SDRs or BDRs, they want to be in your shoes. Leverage that. So what I would say to them is I would say, look, I'll coach you. I'll read books with you. I'll do role play with you. I'll do film review with you. That's fine. My ask in return is I get a little bit more of your time that I would have got otherwise, because I want to be greedy with your time. But in order for me to do that, I got to help you succeed. Can't tell you how far that went to help me get the lion's share of my SDR's time to help me cover more ground. AEs. If you have AEs that you work with, over communicate with them. These are product specialists, overlays, co-primes, whatever you want to call them. Oftentimes they're left in the dark and they're given the Heisman. So don't do that. Over communicate what's in your mind, what you're thinking about the account, what progress you're making. And that's going to make you easier to work with them. So this goes into like the same thread as the manager. Because you're a low maintenance counterpart to work with, it's going to make them more willing to put time into your accounts to help you move the needle. So over communicate what's going on and where your head's at. Your sales or solution engineer, prep them for the love of God. So many times sales engineers just get thrown in these demos and thrown to the wolves without any context. Help them understand who you're speaking with. What do they care about? What are the problems that you're trying to solve? How do they communicate? What should you not talk about? Where do you step in and communicate? Where's the SE going to communicate? How are you going to tag team the call together? By taking the time to prep them, you're going to lower their stress and anxiety going into these calls. Because imagine if someone just threw you on a call and said, go, right? You wouldn't like that. And a lot of times that happens with SEs. So if you could be the AE that they work with that properly preps them so there's not surprises, they're going to love on you and prioritize working with you. Customer success and onboarding. Set your customers up for success by setting your customer success team up for success. It's not just about closing the deal. It's about helping your customers win. So by doing a true, proper handoff, both verbally, handoff email, setting up a handoff call, making sure internally they're prepped with all the information so that they can ramp up quickly in that relationship, that's going to go a long way because most people don't do that with them. And if you think about it, if you can make my job easier in customer success, guess what I'm going to be able to do? I'm going to help the customers be more successful. And guess what happens when your customers are more successful? They want to explore expanding their relationship with you. So by you helping your customer success team, down the line, you're actually helping yourself. So it's an easy win for doing. Just having a better handoff process usually goes a long way to fast track that. Marketing. Marketing sends a lot of asks around collateral. What do you need from us? They give updates, and the communication between sales and marketing, oftentimes there's tension and it's not clear. So by you being the one person that goes out of your way to communicate, hey, I'm here to help with the ask. What do you need? Here's the language that we're seeing. Hopefully that can inform how you're writing your case studies or updating the blog and the content you're putting out. Those types of things goes a long way to help marketing do their job more effectively. Because if I'm marketing and sales isn't communicating the language that resonates the most with the customers, I'm guessing. And when I'm guessing, I'm going to put things out that don't resonate, and then sales is going to be frustrated. So be the person that goes out of your way to respond to asks and collaborate with marketing to help them help you. And then 7 from your core team, customer support. When was the last time you called customer support and you were happy? It's usually because something's going wrong. So they deal with a lot of difficult conversations. So go out of your way to recognize them. If they handle a tough situation with a tough customer, give them praise. Go out of your way to do that and love on them because they deal with a lot of tough situations every day. So by you being the person that goes out of your way, guess what happens the next time you need to escalate a case? They're going to prioritize yours because their impression of you is someone who actually cares about them. You're not just selfish. So that's your core team. Let's go to the extended team. 5 easy wins here. Number 1, product and engineering. Give them feedback. If you can record calls that you're having and share where customers give specific feedback or on the platform, what's working, what doesn't, that goes a long way to help inform product and engineering's roadmap. So help them there, give them feedback of what you're seeing. External partners, very much like overlays or co-primes internally. Oftentimes these people are not given a lot of information and they're kept at a distance. So over communicate what's going on with the account. Tell them the good, the bad, the ugly. Tell them what you want to get out of the relationship with them, where you need them. And then also, let's say you have multiple partners that are competing with the customer and you. Be transparent with them of what's going on. They're going to appreciate it. They would much rather have bad news that's transparent then no news that's not transparent. And then they find out the bad news and you weren't upfront with them all along. So you being transparent upfront with them and just over communicating what's going on, it's going to go a long way for them to see you as someone who has a high level of integrity and you're just trying to do the right thing by the customer. 3, customers, go beyond the sale. So this sounds simple, but going to the handoff email, that goes a long way to think beyond the sale. So it doesn't hurt just to do a check-in if you can, on your customers, periodically after, just to see how the implementation is going, the onboarding is going, just to be a resource. Sometimes you might have an email template with some resources that might save them hours, right? Those are things that you can do to help them. If you're inheriting new customers and new accounts, one of the things that I always like to do is think like a customer success manager for the first couple meetings, because sometimes you might have some CSAT issues that you're dealing with. So if you can help them work through that, that's going to help you build trust, with them. The C-suite. If I'm in the C-suite, what I'm caring about is not only what's happening on the dash, but I'm also paying attention to the culture and how the org is operating off the dash. So if you can be a leader with your actions and the intangibles off the dashboard, those are the things that are going to make my life easier as an executive, because as an executive, I want everyone to buy in and lean into what we're building. And when I have examples of people that are doing it, I'm going to love on them. I'm going to make sure that they get more opportunities because they're displaying the right behavior that I want to see in the organization. So leading off the dash goes a long way to help you build trust and be seen as an asset to the C-suite. And then last but not least, give some grace to legal and sales operations, because usually when legal and sales operations get involved, they are getting thrown a bunch of requests at the 11th hour and they're getting pulled in 100 different directions. So if you could just show some empathy for them, this sounds silly, but I promise you, by just showing some empathy and just being kind and genuine and not constantly saying, where's my update? Do you have the red lines? Have you approved that discount? All right, if we run it up the chain, those types of things. If you just take a step back and take a breath with them, it's going to help you, build trust with them and improve that relationship. So those are the easy wins. Here's my most powerful win. 1-minute conversations. Let me ask you a question. If I were to call you and say, hey, I just want to let you know, you did an amazing job in that call. I'm so grateful to have you on my team. How's that going to make you feel? It's probably going to make your day, if not make your week. Do that for your resources. When you experience great work, don't make this up. If they're not doing a great job, don't be inauthentic. Be genuine. When you experience great work, call them. Do not Slack. Do not email, because the emotions get lost and the context get lost in writing. So all you want to say is, well, you noticed how it was great and why you're grateful to have them on the team. So for example, if you're your sales engineer and they just did a great job on a demonstration, you give them a call right after, as soon as it happens. Hey, Mike, I just want to let you know, I know how much work you put into prepping for this demonstration, and I know how taxing it was on you. But I just want to let you know, it was amazing. You blew it out of the park. The way they were responding was incredible. And I could tell how much effort you put into this. And I just want to let you know, that's amazing. I'm so grateful to have you on my team, because I know that even if we don't win the deals, that I got the best team possible to help give us the best chance to win the deals. And that's what it matters. So thank you so much. Think about if someone calls you and gives you that message, you're going to love on them. So that's a secret sauce. Do that. Pick up the phone, because no one does this anymore. Everyone texts and Slacks. Pick up the phone and call them, and it's going to fast track trust. So I hope that's helpful. My name is Justin J. Johnson, founder of the Beautiful Savage Sales Academy. Use this. Go burn it down.